Hey guys, good morning. Lori Bernard here with Century 21 Affiliated. Hope you had a great weekend, that you're staying warm. We're in single digits this morning. And just stopping by with my Monday morning minute, talking about something that's not a fun topic. It's ice dams. And unfortunately, ice dams are just something that we deal with this time of year in the upper Midwest. It's something that you can try to prevent. There's a lot you can do to prevent them. And there are some opportunities to resolve the problem if you get to the point where you do have ice dams on your home. So let's talk about prevention, since that's usually the smartest thing to do. You want to make sure that your roof is staying cold enough, okay? So we want to make sure that you have proper insulation in your attic, in the right places, and that you have proper ventilation as well. Those items are really critical to make sure that heat from your home is not getting up to the roof line and allowing snow to melt on your roof. Okay, so prevention, number one, making sure you have the right amount of insulation in the right places and proper ventilation. Now you're probably going to want to talk to an insulation specialist to make sure that all of those things are in order. In particular, if you have an older home, something you want to revisit every so often and make sure that that is all properly in place. What do you do if everything seems to be okay with your insulation, but you want to do a little bit more to prevent potential ice dam formation as the winter goes on? I think the number one thing, and you see some people doing it, is using a roof rake on that lower couple of feet of your roof line. Now you don't want to be scraping the snow off so hard that you're doing damage to the shingles themselves. But just removing snow off those lower couple of feet, it goes a long way toward making sure that you don't get ice dam formation, big heavy layer of ice at the bottom of the roof line. So consider using a roof rake. Don't use one on a ladder. I have to give you that disclaimer. It's obviously easier to do on a single level home, although it can be done on some splits, and but it's a great idea and something that you should consider having on hand. It's not always just the heavy snowfalls, it's the 2 inches here and 3 inches in a couple days, and it starts to pile up. So it's something you really want to stay on top of, stay ahead of. Next step is probably some sort of heat cable, and you'll see these sort of zigzag lines along the bottom of a roof line on some homes. Again, does the same thing. It keeps any water that may be running off from the snow on your roof, keeps it from forming ice at that roof line. So the heat cable can go a long way as well. Finally, if you do have ice dams form that are pretty significant, that are not breaking up on their own, it likely will require some sort of professional resolution. It's not inexpensive. I will tell you, I've had clients who've had to deal with ice dam removal. Sometimes those ice dams cause problems with leaking into the inside of your home, and you'll see damage around the edge of a room from those ice dams. But ice dam removal is expensive. It's usually done using steam. It's not something you really want to try by just getting up on your roof and digging around up there. Kind of dangerous. You do want to know what you're doing. And as I mentioned, it's not inexpensive. So if you can stay ahead of it, that's the best thing to do. I'm going to include a link here, just some additional information about ice dams. I know it's not a fun topic, but it's one that you really need to pay attention to as a homeowner, particularly if your home is on the market this time of year. So any questions, let me know. If I can be of any assistance to you or someone you know looking to buy or sell, I would love to help them out. In the meantime, stay warm. Have a great Monday. Take care.